plane. This is also known as the Cartesian plane. We move on to the geometry of a circle. Now, here the important thing to note is that we still have these lines. We're still working with lines. There's nothing different. It's just that now you're working with hundreds of lines or millions of lines that have same distance from one point, like that. So that's what these are all about. Now, if you look at all these points, they're same distance from the center. Okay, the same distance from the center. That's the only thing that changes. But these remain to be the lines. When it's half the distance, we say it's radius. When it's twice when we put this together, we say it's going to be the diameter. Okay, so it's the same thing. So now we still get the same concept of distance that we looked at, which is this and that. So this is our formula, meaning that the center of the circle is normally represented as HK in most books. Then these points, any other point on the circle, will be XY. Those are the coordinates. So meaning that in our example here, the distance between P and C is our radius. So we can say R squared, or R in this case, because we've already included the radical sign. So R is equal to, we can now say square root of. Now we use our first point, which is X. Then we subtract H. Okay. And then remember, this is squared. Then again, we go to Y. Y1 in our case is Y, minus, we subtract K, which is our Y value here in the center. Okay, so that is going to be the radius. So if you get any point on the circumference here of the circle, and we on the perimeter of the circle here, and we use the center, then we're going to get the equation for radius, like that. So this is equation number 1. This equation can be expanded into R squared is equal to X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared. So this is the general form of the equation. So now an example would be if we were to calculate the equation of the circle, which has radius, let's say 3, and diameter and center 2, 5, like that. What would be the equation? So here we can say 3 squared is equal to, we place our values there. So H we said is 2, plus Y minus 5. So we have 9 is equal to X squared, X minus 2. We don't forget our square signs. Then plus, here we get Y plus 5 squared. So let's look at this tricky question. So they're asking us now to do a number of things here. They're saying, check if this equation is for a circle, and then extract the radius and the center. Okay, so this is our equation here, right? This is our equation. Now, what is our solution plan? What is your solution plan? So the solution plan here is going to be that, one, we need to set it up into the general form. Okay, this equation, we change it, the format, into the general form. Then once we're in the general form, we can extract the center and then we can extract the radius from the general form. And then we have to look at our strategy. How do we get to these? We get to those using our completing the square method. That's why in the beginning, there was emphasis that all these concepts that we're doing from the very first video to now, they have to be followed step by step. And then you have to be able to apply them as you go. Okay. Otherwise, it's very difficult to become really exceptional at something once the fundamentals are not very good. So now let's look at this, and let's look at this. So now the first step is we collect our like terms. Okay. Just like that. That's the first step. Just like this. And then our 7 is alone there. Okay, this was equal to 0. It's an equation. Okay, so now what's the next thing? The next thing is that we complete the square here. So I'll put this in my square brackets like we did in the beginning. Then plus 2x. I'm already recognizing that to create this into a square of factors, I need to add 1 because I need to recognize that equation. Then this I'll do like that. Then I'll take away 1 because we need to maintain the balance. And then I'll make use of my square brackets again. Okay, and this. Then I'll do minus 6y. Here I'll know that I divide by 2. And then I have plus 9, okay? But I still need to take the 9 away so that I still maintain my balance. And then I'll still use my square brackets, and then I'll add my 7 equal to 0. Now, we will recognize that this one gave us the product. Now, the product here is 1, so and the factors are going to be 1 and 1 that will give us 2. So already we know that this will give us this square. There's a video we did on completing the square if you don't know how to do this. That will be minus 1. I still maintain my square bracket, but this time I open this up. I go to this one. I know that this is 9. So it's 3 and 3. They'll give me this, but minus 3. Okay, so I have to be very careful. So I have to do minus 3 here. Okay, this will be squared, right? Then I have my 9 outside here. Then because I've opened it up, I can now close here. Then plus 7 is equal to 0. Now remember, we said that this is x plus 1 squared. This and this can come together. We get our 10. Okay, that'll be 10 minus 10. Then now we can open it up. There's nothing that is there's no negative that's impacting anything, so we are safe. Then we can do that. This is going to be x plus 1 squared, very carefully. Okay, y minus 3, like that, squared. Then this is going to be minus 3 equal to 0. Notice I'm just changing one thing, then I'm writing the equation again. This is how you must learn to do this. Then I take this to the other side. We say that you can either add a 3 and a 3 there, then that will still give you this. Okay, so we have our 3 there, right? Now, remember now that our equation, the general format of our equation is x minus h, like that, squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared. Okay, so now we can get this and equate to that. So we can say you can even say x minus h is equal to like this. So I can say now, to avoid mistakes, so I can say x plus 1 is equal to x minus h, like that. So these cancel out, and then I'll get my h is equal to minus 1, right? Then I do the same. I can do y minus k is equal to y minus 3. These two cancel out, and then the negatives take care of themselves. Then we'll have k is equal to 3, right? Then the other one that we can, sorry, I'm doing it this side, is r squared is equal to 3. We said we apply the same concept on both sides. So we have r is equal to root 3. That's the radius. So the radius, we have it here. Okay. And then the center, we can say that now we get these. We say the center is hk, like that. So we get them just in their original formats here. So h is minus 1, and then k is 3. Okay, because now we don't have to change anything. Okay, so that gives us the center and also the radius. So you have the radius, you have the center, and we could see that this was actually in this format. Okay, and that's why, so we can confirm the three things. Is this a circle? Yes. What is the center? Minus 3, comma 3, minus 1, comma 3. And then what is the radius? It's the square root of 3.